Birthday ho. Birthday Oshad. Birthday ho. Birthday Oshad. Birthday ho. Birthday Oshad. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakatadash.
Of honors to the true leaders of the nation of Israel. Peace and salutations to all the Sensei Akim and during afflictions making a calling and election sure. Shalom. Get that in Revelation 13.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 13. He that doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
See that? This is talking about the beast, all right? Revelation 13th chapter, all right? If you start at verse 11, all right? We're talking about that beast with two horns, all right? As a lamb that spake as a dragon, all right? That's talking about this place, talking about America, all right? And this says here, this beast doeth great wonders, all right? You get different translations of the Bible, and it says instead of wonder, it's sign. You know what I'm saying? It's doing great signs. You know what I'm saying? It's synonymous with wonder, you know? And that's basically what's being used, all right? That's going to deceive the masses of people, all right? That's how our people, along with these other nations, are going to be worshiping that beast. You know what I'm saying? Because of those signs. Is that on that scripture, or? That's fine. Yeah, we get the next one.
1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 22. For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom.
The Jews require a sign. All right, so we just read in Revelation 13, all right, that the beast is going to be doing great wonders, all right, or great signs. All right, that's again going to be used to deceive our people, because our people require a sign. Our people need to see something. You know what I'm saying? And just like there was fire that went down from heaven, all right, in the times of old, though one will get that, you know what I'm saying? The system is using particular miracles, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can look at Nagasaki and Hiroshima, all right? You're talking about, all right, the atomic bomb, right? And you fast forward to today, all right? Certain technologies, all right? We're entering a cashless society, all right? The same society that's going to implement, all right, the mark of the beast, right? Which we know is the RFID microchip. All right, we got a time where there's an implant that detects, all right, the the plague, you know, the what they call it?
Code.
Yeah, code word, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, it's a literal, it's an implant that detects the Crown Vic, right? It's a particular implant, and we know, all right, this is basically the sign, all right? The mark of the beast is actually the sign of the beast. That plays a role in the sign of the beast, all right? It indicates, all right, who the beast system is, all right, who the beast is. Salaki. That was on that?
Come on, that's 1 Corinthians also.
That was back in Revelation 13, Salaki. Yeah. So, Khan, I was thinking there was more meat on that. So, yeah, if we go back to Revelation 13, we kind of read down a little bit, all right, talking about that beast.
It's Revelation chapter 13 and verse 13. And he that doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell in the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the womb by a sword and did live.
God, you know? So that first beast, that's talking about the original Roman Empire, you know? You could go in 2nd Ezra, right? The 11th chapter. You know, you could go in Daniel, the 7th chapter, Daniel, the 2nd chapter. You know, there's a prophecy about this particular beast, all right, about this kingdom, all right, being the Roman Empire, all right? But it says there that it does great wonders and miracles, all right? Again, that's the sign, all right? That's what's going to deceive the masses of people, you know what I'm saying? To ultimately worship the beast, all right, the image of the beast, and ultimately take that mark, you know what I'm saying? Right, but it starts with those miracles, all right? Today, you got different technology, all right? You got, what's that, stem cell research, all right? Cloning people, you know what I'm saying?
What about how they made the monkey And a human.
That you talking about the Neuralink thing you sent me?
Nah, I said you wasn't about when they combine the monkey and human.
Oh, con. Yeah. See, they splicing DNA. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of deceit, all right, which is ultimately a sign of this beast, man. All right, it's something that the elect will be able. Well, when we those men, we'll be able to not be ignorant of his devices. The vast majority, they gonna look at the miracles and be like, look,
amazing.
This is God. This is God. This is God right here. That's really the devil. You know what I'm saying? Which is doing the bid. He's working for the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We ain't supposed to be worshiping that beast, man. And it's a lifestyle. Like when like us, well, we those men, we're worshiping them in spirit and in truth. We're not worshiping any other god. That's idolatry. It's like that was more than that.
That was it all.
Got it.
It's 1 Kings chapter 18 and verse 38. For then the fire of the Lord Yahweh fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice and the wood and the stones and the dust and licked up the water that was in the trench.
So just like, all right, you got the beast today doing different miracles using fire, all right, coming down from heaven, all right, in the form of the atomic bomb, all right, thousands of years ago, all right, we had the, it was Elijah the prophet, all right, and it was him going against the prophets of Baal, and this is basically what happened. Fire came down, all right, and that was that sign, that was that miracle that showed, okay, who's the true power, all right, that's the Most High, whose name is Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? And that right there is the deciding factor. Whoever wins this, like battle, so to speak, like who's the true power, and you see, what happened after that, But today, that beast is using that same type of formula, you know what I'm saying? Using fire coming down from heaven. See this? This is God right here, God.
Book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
Right, so false Christ, all right, which is, false anointed, false messiahs, false prophets, which, within our people, all right, that's something that we have to be on the lookout for, different false prophets, all right? But the ultimate false prophet, would be the Roman Catholic Church, you know what I'm saying? You got, Pope, the Vatican, all right? That's the false prophet, right, in Revelation, you know what I'm saying? But anyone could be doing the working of a false prophet, you know what I'm saying? The different signs, wonders, you know what I'm saying? Different false prophets, like you got the Simpsons, you know what I'm saying? They got the fake prophecies that they basically determine, all right? A lot of things in Simpsons has been predicted years ago, you know what I'm saying? The list goes on. Trump, 9/11, you know what I'm saying? Even that riot, which I don't believe in that part, but the list goes on.
No, man, it's a lot. Can you imagine the level of deceit that they gonna come with and coming with to be able to try to deceive the elect? I mean, that's gonna take a large amount of deceit to be able to do that. But even though they won't be able to do it, but it just speak on the level of.
Exactly. That's why Yahushua said it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't the Lord's will, it would just be a wrap. You know what I'm saying? The way it's set up. That's what. We just need mercy. That's what it boils down to, man. The Spirit got to be working with us, man, for us to truly endure to the end. You know what I'm saying? To not be consumed by this thing. The enemy coming like a flood. Our people are destroyed, man. There's no crowds gonna make it. That's fine.
Go to the next one.
Yep.
It's the book, 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
See that? So just like, all right, how should I say it? If it were possible, we shall deceive the elect. But weren't we those men? we're not gonna be ignorant, all right, of his devices, all right, his signs, all right, different lying wonders, all right, the witchcraft, the media, all right, because media goes into a medium, all right, witches, they work with the mediums, you know what I'm saying? That's something, all right, that we're not gonna be deceived looking at, all right, either whether it be social media, you know what I'm saying, whether it be, all right, different news outlets, all right, who's owned by who by this beast system, man. All right, that's what we have to be on the lookout, man. That's why we have to be circumspect, you know. That's why Yahushua, he said, watch and pray. You know what I'm saying? They enter not into temptation, you know, because we enter in that hour of temptation that's going to try the earth, man. All right, but you know, the mark of the beast, all right, that's a major part of it. All right, Jacob's trouble, the great tribulation, you know. It's like,
So it's all about programming the masses. Like they say, returning to your regular scheduled program. You know, it's all about programming.
Nah. Program, yeah. Yep.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 6, and verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon.
So just like we brought out in it was the 2 Kings, all right, that account where Elijah the prophet, you know what I'm saying, when fire, all right, from the Lord, all right, went down and consumed, you know, the altar, you know, it was either the Most High, the true power, all right, Abanawa Yahweh, all right, and Baal, you know, you can't serve two masters, man, you know. So it has to be a choice, all right? Even within the signs and wonders of this beast, all right? We're not going to be deceived by that in order to worship the beast. That's what they're doing. Like the brother said, programming, all right? They program the vast majority, all right, to worship the beast, the image, and ultimately take that mark, you know? That's why, hey, man, Paul said a lot, you know? He said, like Thessalonians, you know, that we're not asleep as others. You know what I'm saying? We're not of the darkness. Lord willing, we be at a light, man. We'll be able to shine our light. Lord willing, we have that wisdom to be able to tell our people, man, to not be deceived, man, by the signs and wonders, man. This is gonna look crazy, you know. You got the devil, Bill Gates of hell, trying to block the sun. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, that's order out of chaos. You know what I'm saying? That's a particular sign that's gonna occur through the Spirit. I mean. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be something where it's like we either gonna have to submit to this devil, all right, or we're gonna have faith. We have to just rely on our power, man. It's gonna be one or the other.
Bill Gates, he the largest farmland owner, trying to get rid of meat, trying to come up with a way to produce meat without having actual animals. You know.
See? Technology, man. You got what's called 3D printing. You literally use a printer to make food, man. they got a printer to make food, man. That's the type of witchcraft that we're dealing with right now.
You gotta be weak to even think about doing it.
Right. It's not even. There's no outrage. It's just like it's just another day in hell. You know. It's crazy, man. Yeah, man. So we're gonna have to make that choice. No man can serve two masters, man.
The book of Revelation, chapter 20, and verse 2. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
So when we go in Revelation 13, where it talks about, all right, that beast having that deadly wound that was healed, all right, this is talking about that time period right here. You know, Satan was bound up 1,000 years. You know, go back to the Byzantine Empire, all right, or the Holy Roman Empire. All right, that was a period of 1,000 years when we were ruling. You know, we wasn't in our righteousness, but we was on top. You know, and Satan was bound up 1,000 years. You know, you fast forward to the time of the Renaissance, that's when he was loose. All right, but this right here, the point, it said that old serpent. You know what I'm saying? The devil and Satan. That's basically an indicator. All right, with that beast. You got the old serpent, Satan, Salakia. You got the false prophet, right, and you got the beast. They all go hand in hand with each other. You know, Lord willing, the connection will be made. But you get that Genesis.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord Yahweh, our power, had made. And he said unto the woman, yeah, and God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden.
Time. So the point was in the beginning where it said that serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. So you talking about that beast, all right? That serpent is more subtle than any beast. This is a particular type of beast, all right, that this serpent is. You go to get that word subtle, I don't know if you can get in Google at it, but I believe it goes into being prudent. You know what I'm saying? Khan, the water. You know, scriptures talk about the subtlety. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can just double tap the button. And then you have buttons in yours. Double tap again. You can tap it one time. Click it one time. But yeah, Genesis 3:1. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to see, right, what's that sign? What's that indicator, you know, of this particular beast? All right? Which is in the same spirit. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause the old serpent.
Second entry. Strong's H 6175. High roll. Second entry.
It says subtile, shrewd, crafty, sly, sensible, crafty, shrewd, sensible, prudent.
See that? Prudent, you know, crafty. You know, so that's the nature of that serpent, which ultimately, you know, we could go into Genesis 25. We might as well get that now. You know what I'm saying? Because we're talking about a particular man, right, who really has the same traits. You know? And it's all about design. You know what I'm saying? 25 and 25, I believe. Talks about his
27. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 27. Unless you want me to start over.
Nah.
And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents.
Yeah, so Esau, he was a cunning hunter. All right, cunning, that's synonymous with being prudent, being crafty. You know what I'm saying? So that's the nature of that serpent. You know? So go on, you know, that makes sense. But that's an indicator, right, of who this beast is, man. That's a sign, right, of what this thing is, what's really going on out there, man. Like my kid said, what's going on? This is what's really going on now. We're talking about, right, a particular man, all right, which we pinpointed Esau, right? He's actually that beast. You know what I'm saying? He's doing the work of the spiritual demon, all right, Shaitan, all right, Beelzebub, Satan. You know, he's that old serpent in Revelation, the 20th chapter. You know, so that was the point.
Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Right. Yeah, one more time, Salaki.
Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
You see that? All powers is the signs, lying wonders. Is there more on that? Do I have more? Okay, that was it. But we'll come back there. You know what I'm saying? Because this is describing a man, all right? The son of perdition, right? Which we know that to be Esau Edom. You know? But the point in there is we talking about a certain individual who's coming after the working of Satan, and he's going to be doing what? It says signs, all right, and lying wonders, all right? And that's the same we just read in Revelation, right? That's what the beast is going to be doing, you know? So it's a particular agenda, man. Like they say conspiracy theory. Like it's a literal conspiracy going on out here, man. A literal conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? Yep.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 19 and verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 19 and verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of burning fire, burning with brimstone.
That's right. You know. So we see there's a difference. All right. You got the beast. All right, which we already said that's America. You got the false prophet, where he said that's the Roman Catholic Church. You know what I'm saying? Does it say the devil in that particular verse? I know we're gonna go to 20 next, but what I'm saying. Does it say the devil in that one? Okay, kind of. So we're gonna get to the next one, but this right here, one more time, slide.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 19 and verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him.
That wrought miracles. Like, again, talking about those signs, the technology. You got it.
With which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast.
You see that? You're talking about the RFID microchip.
And them that worship his image.
Right, the image. All right, that's the whole philosophies of this place. The legislation, you know, the draconian laws. You know what I'm saying? Just the streets, the structures of the buildings. You know what I'm saying? The whole philosophy of this place. Homosexuality. You know what I'm saying? That's the image of the beast. You know, just the whole culture.
These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone.
Right. So if you worshiping, all right, the beast, you taking that mark, all right, you've been deceived by the false prophet, you know, then you're gonna get burnt. That lake of fire, man. That's talking about the missiles that's gonna be hitting this place. All right, you're gonna get burnt. This is the second death. All right, this is the death by pain. All right, that most of our people, they're gonna have to suffer. You know what I'm saying? Because of what? Because they're worshiping this beast. A lot of our people, they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't even subscribe to the Bible, but they're literally worshiping the beast. You know what I'm saying? By their lifestyle, by them acknowledging, all right, this is, you know what I'm saying? Like the song Charles Gambino said, this is America. Like, just America, like home of the free, like, just that spirit that comes with, all right, the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Do as thou wilt, God. You know? All of that, man. Black Lives Matter. All right? Even that is worshiping the beast, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're thinking, all right, Black Lives Matter is legitimate, then you're more likely, if you believe in voting, you're worshiping the beast, man.
That's a lot. Now they talking about the chick that lead Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Spending all the money, buying $1 billion houses and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. Black Lives Matter, they received, I believe, at least $2 billion, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 200 mil, but a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Where's that going? Is it going into the so-called black communities, man?
Like you ain't even putting the money back into what you supposedly fighting for.
That's right. So that's control opposition, man. That's another tactic that the beast, all right, Satan is using to control the masses. You know, he's controlling, all right, the opposition to make it look like, oh, we're fighting for justice. They're another horn in the beast, man. You know what I'm saying? Let alone they're lesbians, you know? So, I mean, they're part of the whole beast system, man. If you believe in voting, all right, whether it's Trump, Biden, you know what I'm saying, Kanye, ultimately, hey, man, you're worshiping that beast, man. You know? We telling our people not to worship the beast, all right, or the image. You know? You need to come out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because the more connected we are to this whole beast system, you know what I'm saying? Then chances are you're gonna take that mark, and if you take that mark, you're gonna get that fire and brimstone. Hey man, there's no repentance for that. You can't just take the mark out. Nah, you already took it. You already made your choice. You serve, all right, the beast. That's it, man. If you go into the word, you know, you go into that word stigma. I guess you might as well for education. But yeah, we'll get that later.
book of Revelation chapter 20 and verse 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever.
Done. So we just read in Revelation 19, all right, talking about the false prophet, all right, and the beast that's going to be tormented. You keep reading, we run into Revelation 20, you know, that we read where it talks about that old serpent, the devil, and Satan. So we see the connection, all right, between the false prophet, the beast, all right, and that old serpent, you know. We keep reading down, we get to the same ending, all right, the epic ending, all right, where it talks about that beast and the false prophet going to be burning in that lake, you know, and that's going to be with them who got deceived, you know. But the point here is that the devil is right there in the midst, you know. The devil, he's doing the work. It's really parallel, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about the devil, the beast, and the false prophet. It's like it's distinction almost without a difference. But there's a difference, you know what I'm saying? Because the beast is specific. You know, in the revelation that John the Revelator had, right, in the prophecy, all right, he could be talking about the beast, all right, but that's ultimately connected to Satan. But it's just being specific, talking about this place and being American, all right. But you could be in a whole another part of the world, all right, and you could, all right, do the work of Satan. You know what I'm saying? You could worship the beast. You know what I'm saying? But will that make sense?
So book of Revelation chapter 13 and verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for the number of a man, and the number is 666.
See that? So it said the number of the beast, and it said